What's the best way to parse command line arguments? What's the easiest, tersest, and most flexible method or library for parsing Python command line arguments?
This answer suggests octparse, which is appropriate for older Python versions. For Python 2.7 and above, argparse replaces octparse. See this answer for more information. As other people pointed out, you are better off going with octparse over getopt. Getopt is pretty much a one-to-one mapping of the standard getopt 3C library functions, and not very easy to use. Octparse, while being a bit more verbose, is much better structured and simpler to extend later on. Here's a typical line to add an option to your parser. It pretty much speaks for itself. At processing time, it will accept Q or query as options, store the argument in an attribute called query, and has a default value if you don't specify it. It is also self-documenting in that you declare the help argument, which will be used when run with h/help, right there with the option. Usually you parse your arguments with. This will, by default, parse the standard arguments passed to the script, sys.argv1. Options.query will then be set to the value you pass to the script. You create a parser simply by doing. These are all the basics you need. Here's a complete Python script that shows this. Five lines of Python that show you the basics. Save it in sample.py, and run it once with. And once with. Beyond that, you will find that octparse is very easy to extend. In one of my projects, I created a command class which allows you to nest subcommands in a command tree easily. It uses octparse heavily to chain commands together. It's not something I can easily explain in a few lines, but feel free to browse around in my repository for the main class, as well as a class that uses it in the option parser.
Argparse is the way to go. Here is a short summary of how to use it. 1. Initialize. 2. Add arguments. 3. Parse. 4. Access. 5. Check values. 6. Usage. Correct use. Incorrect arguments. Full help.
Using docopt. Since 2012 there is a very easy, powerful and really cool module for argument parsing called docopt. Here is an example taken from its documentation. So this is it, 2 lines of code plus your doc string, which is essential, and you get your arguments parsed and available in your arguments object. Using Python Fire. Since 2017 there's another cool module called Python Fire. It can generate a CLI interface for your code with you doing zero argument parsing. Here's a simple example from the documentation. This small program exposes the function double to the command line. From the command line, you can run
The new hip way is argparse for these reasons. Argparse is greater than optparse is greater than getopt. Update: as of Pi 2.7, argparse is part of the standard library and optparse is deprecated.
Want to see what piece of the